actually start with a topic that has been thought about here so many times this morning, the stand-up meetings. I really wonder what happens in stand-up meetings here in South Africa, but we seem to have this very same problems that we have in Egypt. I remember once I trained a team in 2008 about Scrum, and maybe 3 years later I met someone who's called, his name is Ahmed. He told me, your presentation, your training was great, but you know what? It totally failed. Why? This was really bad. You know, we spend an hour and a half every day stand-up meeting. After maybe 2 years, no, not 2 years, 2 weeks, we started calling it a meeting, not stand-up. We took our time just working from everywhere else. After a while, we thought that Agile is very naive. It's just getting us to stand up and talk. This is all what they got about Agile. When I told them, okay, we have a great opportunity to do this, but with coaching. I can coach you, I can live with you for maybe 1 release, 2 to 4 months, and just live with you, work hand in hand. No, we wouldn't do that. Why? Now, the moment I hear Agile, I have this pain in the knees. This is very similar. This effect got propagated to the whole team. It just got hooked in the brain that Agile makes knees ache. So, this was me. Okay, let me start with introducing the topic. I'll quote Mitch. 3 statements that he had said this morning. He said that you have, while doing Agile adoption, you have to envision your outcome, and you have to gradually adopt. And failure is an option only if it occurs yearly. So this is great advice. What we are trying to do right now is that how to get this done practically speaking. By the way, we have delivered this at the Agile Conference 2011 at Salt Lake City, and it's published on the Agile Alliance. The paper written for this is published, and you can freely download it if you are a member of the Agile Alliance. One final thing I'll mention before I start. Okay, let me first introduce you myself to you. I work for some place called SEC, Software Engineering Competence Center of Egypt. At SEC, we are concerned about the quality of work in software organizations in Egypt. We provide programs to enhance the quality of work, enhance the productivity of teams. We introduced new ideas, and I was honored to introduce initiate the Go Agile program at 2011, in which we have managed to train more than 400 trainees about Agile concepts, Agile and Lean concepts. We have introduced these concepts into more than 30 companies and worked hand in hand with more than 50 teams. It was a great success. However, we have came across so many problems. So these kind of experience reports, one of them I'm presenting right now, actually two of them, was all result from the working with teams, seeing what kind of problems we have, trying to resolve these problems, come up with a new idea, just write it down and present it to you. So you'll find that they are all simple stuff. Okay, I just remembered something. Guys, I'm talking Egyptian English. So this is the language that you will suffer to understand, but please let me take my opportunity to talk it. So I remember last week in Nashville I was delivering a presentation, and one of the attendees came to me and said, Amr, you have delivered an excellent presentation, but half of it I couldn't understand because of your accent. I told her, it's not my accent, it's the language itself is different. So it's Egyptian English, but I know it's similar. So okay, now we are ready to start. Can you please change places? Just the simplest way you can. If you have an empty place, you can flip around with one of these. Don't need to do that for make it a simple. Less than 40 seconds. Excellent. I'm really surprised that you all just followed me. Have anyone did not change place? Ah, excellent. You are the excellent guys. Because what's the value of changing place? You have chosen some place where your stuff is near you, your position well is near you. So it would be much better to stay wherever you are, right? So there is no value of, okay, there is hidden value in this one. So isn't this what happens in change in organizations? How many of you is responsible for introducing changes in the organization is working for? Quite a few. Excellent. How much time do you spend explaining the value of this change to the team members? More than 2 hours a week. Okay. You have to do that because we have came to a very good conclusion that changes are not absorbed in organizations unless the team sees the value out of it. If they cannot grasp the value at the first place, and then when they implement the change, they see or feel the value, this change wouldn't live that long. So this is one thing. Okay, let me introduce the agenda now. I'll talk a bit about what's wrong with change, what made some of you that do not follow me, and what made some of us fall out of compliance or conformance to authority. These kinds of things. There is a problem with change. I'll just talk about them in a second. I'll then talk about the process increments method. I'll define what's a process increment. Then I'll spend maybe 10 minutes about the SPI project setup. There are very important setup to do before Agile adoption. Before you go through another step in adopting new practices in software development. I'll make this clear. Finally, I'll present how we did manage to track these process increments projects and the final results, like what we have learned out of it. Then I'll present 2 case studies. The one, a program called Software Process Improvement for Small and Medium Organizations, Enterprises, SPI for SMEs. How we run this program using process increments and what was the results. And I'll present something which is maybe different. It's lean configuration management. It's based on a service that we deliver, which is delivering Agile with CMMI. We have a lot of customers who are requiring CMMI certifications. And the software developers do not like CMMI. I don't. So what's the middle way to deliver products in a CMMI compliant environment, and it's Agile at the same time. So this is one of the case studies that we have used process increments, and it made us do a great job of that. First, what's wrong with change? Resistance, or in a lighter version, disengagement. Of course, you can find a lot of team members, or maybe teams, or project managers who are resisting this kind of change you are introducing in the organization. Outward, they may not feel that you're introducing anything new. We are happy with how we are working. Nothing. We don't feel that we need all this stuff. One of the reasons behind that is, as I told you before, they do not see the value, maybe. maybe there is no enough sponsorship in the organization. They just feel unsafe about this change, and many things like that. So this is the first thing. The one other thing which is very important is vague scope of work. At Nashville last week, I have heard an excellent presentation about what's DevOps. Do you hear this? Are you aware of this word, DevOps? Okay, DevOps. What's DevOps? What's DevOps? And the guys spent maybe around 1 hour explaining that DevOps is something related to culture, and it's changing the culture, and changing the teams, and enhancing the level of collaboration between teams, and integrating everything, and it has a high level of automation. It makes things pass very fast. And then I came to a point that I asked him, so what's DevOps? Oh, it's a culture and things which is, it's many things. Okay, can we name a few of these things? He said that, okay, it's first, a change in the culture. Second, a lot of automation. Third, a high level of collaboration between team members. Okay, this is okay. I can live with this. At the last day of the conference, I attended another lecture about DevOps, and I found the guy. Both of them are really excellent. They are the big guys, the big names in the field. He told us, just forget anything you have heard about DevOps. DevOps is something that you already work. He named it in a way that we have to feel where is the value, and just go through to find our way to achieve this value. I was lost. I was lost because I found that the scope is very vague, and there is a lot of buzzwords like DevOps in the market. I can find many CEOs coming to me and say, we have heard about DevOps. We want to be DevOps compliant. Can we do this? I would cheat him if I told him, okay, I can do this for you. Because I cannot define the scope. So software process improvement projects usually lack this kind of clear scope definition. We would like to improve the project management process area. We would like to improve the configuration management process area. We have many problems with customers. Let's improve the requirements engineering process area. What does that mean? This is very big. We need to enhance the way we manage projects. This is one thing that can be said. How will we enhance this? Let's get on, and he will tell us how. This is not that easy to